couple's night out in San Francisco has gone viral for all the wrong reasons. A video showing a chaotic brawl at Hayes Valley Bar has been taking over the internet. Here is the breakdown of what happened because I want to talk about it. And again, it's another day, another crazy story that pops up on my FYP on TikTok. The incident took place on Saturday, December 13th. Today is the 21st, so I think it's already been like a week at most. At a restaurant and bar called Hazy's. According to the reports and staff members, it all started when a couple walked into the restaurant and they were cut off from ordering more alcohol. People say that the woman was later identified as Shireen Afkari, I hope I'm saying that name correctly, who was, emphasis on was, and we'll get to that, was a senior manager at the fitness tech company Strava. She became very abrasive. Yeah, guys, she became very abrasive with servers before allegedly running into the kitchen and behind the bar to confront the staff. Things quickly turned physical. Yes, she got physical with some of the people there who tried to stop her and tried to calm her down. Now, it is said that Afkari and her partner were already intoxicated, as I mentioned earlier, before they arrived at the bar, therefore leading to staff members refusing service, which led to the altercations. Now, to me, it seems like the staff are just doing their jobs, if you watch the video, which I will play in a second. I've never worked as a server, but I've seen and heard enough to know that hospitality workers don't get paid enough to deal with crap like this, and they probably deal with it on a daily basis. But let's look at the video, and then we'll talk about it a little bit afterwards.
Please step away.
Alright, at the entrance! Alright, he's just fucking harassed! Yeah, some of his right.
Please leave.
Tell me one more time.
Leave the restaurant. I did not touch it.
Oh,
Please leave the
he's a liar.
I just tried it out. Get out the way. Get out the way.
Let's go.
That's not. No moving. She's smiling. Stop! Hey, let go right now. Let go right now. Let go right now. Let go. No, let go right now, please.
You want me to let go?
Yes, please let go. Please let go. Please let go. Please let go.
I'm not touching your boy.
Okay, stop.
No, keep on this
Stop.
phone.
No.
Hey.
No te pases conmigo. ¡Buscaste, mujer! ¡Se lo buscaste! Guys. No, stop, guys.
It's fucking bad.
Guys. No, back, no, back. Stop, no, stop.
What is that?
Go fucking. Hey.
Now, in that video that's been circulating, I originally saw it from TMZ, which is why I added that video. Crazy how TMZ just gets like these random ass videos and they go super viral. But you can see the situation spiraling out of control, and staff members tried to remove her from the building. A massive fight broke out. At one point, Afkari, you can see her being dragged by the bartender. You can see her not being dragged, but like her dragging the bartender's hair and refusing to let go, even as she was being dragged toward the exit. So at that point, they're just trying to get rid of her. They're trying to get her out, right? Because she's causing all this chaos. The bartender, who I believe was this guy, I'm going to put him around here. I think that's who he is. But his name is Miguel Marquise. I don't really know how to pronounce his name. I'm sorry if I butcher it. He eventually got her to release him by tossing her phone down the street. When she ran after it, he sweeped in his leg to toss her to the ground, which is hilarious. 'Cause if you go back and watch it, you just see how she just like falls flat to the ground and hits her face in the concrete.
I'm touching your boy.
Okay, stop.
No, keep on this
Stop.
phone.
No.
Hey.
So we also got very lucky and got videos on TikTok from the staff members themselves who were involved in this situation, and that served us, get it? Served us, with this firsthand experience. So let's take a look at those.
So what happened that night? Everyone's been waiting for the lure, and it's time to spill it. So that night, Saturday night, Shireen comes in to the restaurant with her beta boyfriend, and they come in hot and heavy. They're already intoxicated, not just off liquor, but Jesus, God knows what off benzos or something. They get seated. They're extremely abrasive and patronizing to one of the servers, who's a good friend of mine, Dom. From the beginning, and she does her best to navigate them, put their food and drink order in. Shireen was still dissatisfied, demanded that the manager come over so she could verbalize her discontent or whatever. The manager goes over there. She's incredibly rude to him. She makes comments about his appearance and how she doesn't like it. He analyzes the situation and he's like, alrighty, we're not going to serve you anymore. He retracts the drinks that I make for them, and then the server goes into the kitchen and she's about to, tell the kitchen, don't make the food order, cut it. And then Shireen just goes into the kitchen. She starts screaming, popping her phone out. It's chaotic. The hostess, Isabel, is letting her know, hey, you cannot be back here. Just puts her hands out like, hey, you can't be in the kitchen, lady. And Shireen slaps her hand, and then the manager has to go back there and tries to escort her out. And then I'm at the bar, though. I'm at the bar with laryngitis, so I can't even speak, but I can hear it, the fiasco going on. And he tries to get her out of there, thinking that she was gonna leave the restaurant on her own will. And then the thing I know is she opens the door to the bar, the gate to the bar, and she's behind the bar with her phone out, about to come to the manager and like eat him alive. And she starts screaming that, the manager's assaulting her, and she whips out her phone, and she's just, her eye is Jesus. She just wasn't there. And then, I just went into shit. I tried to diffuse the situation non-verbally at first. I mean, you can see me. I'm just like, okay, let's calm down, please. Let's just calm down. And sister, I want to calm down. She ended up slapping one of the bussers. She then, you can't tell from the original video, but she lunges at Michaela, my other server, and Michaela judo slams her to the floor in self-defense, of course, because the lady's erratic. She's chaotic. She's on a rampage. It's shocking. And I'm like, Madre Mia, like, so I get out behind the bar and try to diffuse the whole situation. And we tried to escort them out. And then once we escort them out, I'm about to let her go because she's off the property. The police are on the way. Let's just lock the doors. And she weaves her hands around my hair. And I was worried that I have a loose earring, as you can see. I was very worried that my earring was going to get caught. And in the moment, I'm in a predicament. I'm an employee, so I can't really do anything. Also, call me old-fashioned, but I don't hit women. It's just not who I am. And so there's a predicament to be in because everyone's trying to, you have the weight of her pulling my hair, and her boyfriend's glued to her. They're trying to get the boyfriend off Shireen. Shireen's not having it. And so I had to think, I need to give her an incentive to let go of my hair. So I took her phone, I chucked that shit across the fucking street. She didn't realize I chucked it across the street. She thought I just had it. And so as soon as she's like, my hair down, I needed to go back into the restaurant, into the breeze, to analyze what just happened to me. And she came after me and everything. So I had to neutralize the situation in a sense. In the moment, I just had to neutralize her. And then, the first thing she says, she bounces back up and tells Christian to be a man. And then pushes one of my friends. The police end up coming, and now her life is, Jesus, I don't know, plastered all over the internet. I don't know, but that's the Lord.
Hi, everybody. So everybody kind of wants my point of view. Miguel already posted his. I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet, but while not missing any details. I had just gotten off work that night from my other job. I was not working at Hazy's. I was working somewhere else. I got off at 9:30. I'd come into Hazy's. I go to say hi to my friend Isabel, who's also the hostess there. And you can tell something's going on. I mean, Dom was the waitress that was serving Shireen that night, and Dom was standing next to Isabel, and they're like, oh, this girl's pissed. Like, she keeps trying to order a drink from the food menu, and I keep telling her she's trying to order a drink from the wrong menu, and she just gets more and more upset. She keeps trying to switch the menu back and trying to order a drink from the food menu. Okay, whatever. She's like, the menus look the same. Okay. Anyway, so she ends up going to the bathroom at some point, and then I go and sit down. I go to order my food. I see somebody walking back from the bathroom that, like, visibly just looks upset. Like, her face, you could tell she was, like, ready to just ask for a manager. So she sits down. The manager ends up dropping their group's drinks off, and the drinks Miguel just finished, by the way. So he drops them off, and Shireen goes, you have the face of an asshole, to our manager. So our manager, before even, like, letting go of them, just picks them back up and is like, okay, so that's gonna be no more for them. And immediately whips her phone out. Immediately, like, just walks around, starts recording. The manager starts recording people in the kitchen. Isabel tries to be like, hey, you can't be back here. Put your hands up like this. Isabel just had hand surgery, so she had nerve damage. So she had just had hand surgery, and Shireen hit her in the hand. It started turning purple. So Isabel's on the phone with the cops. Shireen just goes around the dining room. She's even, like, recording guests who are eating because they're watching her now. So nobody is safe. Not even her boyfriend, fiance, ex-fiance, I'm not sure. But she goes behind the bar. She starts putting her phone into our manager's face, like, right in his face. He's like, you can't be back here, you can't be back here. Then she starts claiming assault. And she comes around the fucking corner, and she hits our busser. The one who really gets, like, the UFC where that video where, like, hits directly on. That was our busser. Then hits a guest. You could probably see him wearing the sequins in the video. There's a guest sitting at the bar, lower bar. Hits him. Hits the next person. Hits the person sitting next to me, and I'm just like, are you gonna hit me? She's like, yeah. Oh my God. And then that's it. But I didn't even go outside after that. I was watching everything through the window. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see her get tripped in person. I get to see it all the time online now. And that's good. But that's the lore.
And we also got, I think it was like a couple of days later after that they posted this, but TMZ also released the dispatch audio, the 911 dispatch audio from that night. And, like, the call just says that there's a large fight involving multiple people and a woman who was severe, like, extremely, I guess they say combative. Is that how you say it? I don't know. You can hear, like, the dispatcher's voice, like how they're kind of going, like, they're talking with such an urgency as they directed, like, the police department to the scene. And I listened to it beforehand, and I couldn't really understand what was being said. The audio sounded very muffled, but I'll play it for you guys, and then you can tell me what you think or what. But to me, it sounded very chaotic. But I assume that 99% of audios, like dispatch audios, sound very chaotic. So I don't know.
3 hour 1 3 hour 10-4. It's 811X refusing to leave. It's in a physical with the manager. X is a Latin female or white female, late 20s to early 30s, 5 feet. 3 hour 12 hours backing.
And the line has been left open. There's not going to except we're about to code 4 for the 45 NT Geneva Naples, also for COA, UTL before.
It's 97 recording staff and still trying to get physical. 909 with Isabel.
We're still waiting for further. It is a 1-3 day back.
So when the police arrived, Akari was arrested for public intoxication. But obviously her only consequence wasn't all the legal trouble that she's now in. Once the video went viral on TikTok, she was identified by none other than all the internet sleuths, right? Because you can't just embarrass yourself on the internet without someone figuring out who you are or finding your identity. You know what I mean? Her employer, the fitness app Strava, which before this I don't even know what Strava was, released a statement saying that do not condone violence. They do not condone violence, quote unquote, and confirmed that she has been fired from her position. And I'll insert like the statement around here somewhere so you guys can either pause the video and read it yourselves. Now, a lot of people on the internet are questioning why she got fired from her job, since Shireen wasn't wearing anything that identified, and it wasn't wearing anything on her that identified her as a Strava employee. And while I think the reason was obvious, right? A user on TikTok explained it well, and I think we should all watch it because I think she makes some pretty good valid points.
Why did Shireen Afghari get fired from Strava when she was not wearing any Strava apparel, she wasn't on company grounds, and she wasn't with any Strava coworkers? Let me tell you why. For those of you who don't know, Shireen Afghari was the woman who was with her boyfriend this past weekend at Hazy's in Hayes Valley in San Francisco. She was belligerent, she was intoxicated, assaulting people, and she basically caused a huge ruckus for all the employees and the staff at this restaurant. And then she later on got fired from her place of work at Strava, which is a tech company. I kept seeing this question a lot in my comments about why did Strava even fire her? I work in HR and I'm gonna tell you why. Many of the tech companies have a clause in their employee contract when you sign your offer, which is that you are a representative of the company. If you are in public and acting poorly, you will get fired for it. These companies don't need an employee to negatively impact their reputation. A lot of people have said, well, this is a really tough job market. Like, it's gonna be so much harder for her. Well, she should have thought of that before she was out in public, intoxicated and behaving this way. Because while yes, this is a difficult job market, there are people that value their roles and their job positions right now that they won't be acting that way when they are employed. Because of the way that she was behaving and how that went viral, everyone found out that she worked at Strava. So now Strava is unintentionally pulled into this narrative. People are now wondering, what kind of people does Strava hire? Are they okay with this kind of behavior? And if so, what does that say about them and them as a company and their ethics around hiring? If they kept her, it causes people within the company and outside of the company to question, what kind of behavior does Strava tolerate? Are they okay with their employees misbehaving and being publicly intoxicated like this and assaulting people outside of work? Remember, Shireen was assaulting people. And Strava is a company that employs many other people. So now they have to protect their employees. Do these people feel safe with Shireen coming back into work? Or is she a liability? Is it better for them to actually protect the rest of their employees? Yes. Does the company need to prioritize protecting their reputation? Yes.
But anyways, the bartender involved told the local news that it's unfortunate, and that's just the life of being a bartender, unfortunately, especially, during moments like that. But I think this is a wild story, and it just shows how fast a night out can change your life when cameras are rolling. And I think it's gotten to the point where, like, you can't really, like, can you even really live your life anymore? Because there's always somebody recording. There's always somebody, having their phone out. Like, it doesn't, to me, it just kind of makes me think that you should just be more aware of what you're doing and when you're doing it and how you're doing it and who you're doing it with, because you never know when you're gonna end up on the internet. You never know, and then you end up on channels like these. So yeah. But what do you think, guys? What do you think about the staff and how do they handle the situation? Do you think that, I don't know, that maybe people who are intoxicated should just not be in bars? Does that make sense? Do you guys think that this lady might need more help than just, getting fired from her job and stuff like that? Like, do you think that there was probably something else going on with her? But let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this video for more fun little stories that come on my FYP. And don't forget to subscribe. I think I already mentioned that. And I'll see you guys next time. And please make good choices. Don't do something stupid that's gonna make you end up on a drama channel.